वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तविंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So Hare Krishna devotees, we are looking at a very beautiful bhajan written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur from the book Gita Vadi. The name of the bhajan is Doyal Nitai Chaitanya, and there are only three verses. It's a kirtan, so it is to be sung during Nagar Sankirtan, and it's a very fast-paced bhajan. So generally in Nagar Sankirtan, we sing all these fast-paced bhajan written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So when we see the bhajans written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we see that there is a spectrum of emotions. So in all his in all his bhajans written in several books, he has taken different moods, and by being in that mood, he has written different bhajans. So there are some bhajans in the mood of separation, so they are very slow paced. Generally, we sing them in the evenings or during the afternoon time, because the raga that and the rag and tal, they are very slow paced. Whereas there are some bhajans, very lively bhajans, and they tell the glories of chanting the names of Radha Krishna, Gaur Nitai. So this is one of the bhajan. So here in this bhajan, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying in the first stanza that Doyal Nitai Chaitanya. Doyal basically means the merciful, the most merciful. Doyal Nitai Chaitanya. Both Nitai and Chaitanya are the most merciful form of Lord, and by chanting the holy name, Dayal Nitai Chaitanya, my mind please dance. So here, in this stanza or in this entire kirtan, this is Shri Nam Sankirtan song 2. There is Shri Nam Sankirtan song 1 as well and song 3 as well. So there, in these three songs, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling the mind to dance. If the body is not possible to dance, at least the mind should be able to dance. So, oh mind, please dance. Oh my mind, please dance. Now, there is a huge emphasis on dance. We will see why dance has got so much emphasis. In the second stanza, it is written, "Oh, such amon doyal to nahi hai, maar khe prem de doyal to nahi hai." So, how compassionate the Lord is, that maar khe. So, we have seen in Chaitanya Chaitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat that Nityananda Prabhu was hit by Jagaya Madhai, but even then, even though he was hit, he was so compassionate, like that. Even though he was hit, he gave them pleaded to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to not kill them and to give them his prema. So such compassionate form of Lord is nowhere to be seen. So doyal to nahi hai. Such merciful personality of Nityananda Prabhu is not to be found anywhere. He suffers a beating from Jagai and Madhai and still gives them the love of God. Mark hai prem de. Doyal to nahi hai. अपराधे अपराध दूर जावे पावे प्रेमधन. Oh, when your offenses are being vanquished, you will obtain the treasure of the love of God. So aparadha dura jave. So the moment we remove all the aparad, what happens? We get the treasure of the Lord. Pabe premadhan. O name aparadha vichar to nahi hai. But in these names of Chaitanya and Nitai, there is no consideration of offenses. Now, in while if you want to chant the true names of Radha and Krishna, if you want to chant properly, we have to remove all the aparad, and only then we have seen that once we have done the anartha nivritti stage, and once we have finished removing all the aparad that has been accumulated over several millions of lifetimes, only then we are able to chant the names of Radha and Krishna properly in the true sense. But the names of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they are so merciful names. This is so merciful avatar, that in these names there is no consideration of offenses, and just by chanting the names, all the offenses are completely removed. Krishna name ruchi hobe guchi be bandhan. Guchi be, we have seen in the previous in this Shri Hari Vasare Hari, that guche means cut. So once you have a taste of the name of Krishna, bondage to this material world will come to an end. So Krishna name ruchi hobe guchi be bandhan. The third stanza, Krishna name anurag to hobe hai. So, oh, when there is attachment to the name of Krishna, the life of the living being very easily becomes successful. Anurag means success. Anukampa, Anurag means success. So, the moment we have attachment to the name of Krishna, our life becomes very, very successful. Anayase safala hobe jivera jivan. Anayase, that means, oh, without affection of Krishna, life is simply useless. At the end of life, Krishna Rati Vina Jivan to Miche hai. So that is, without the affection of Krishna, life is completely useless. Vina Miche to Miche hai. That is that line. And then Vrindavane Radha Shyamir Pabe Darshan. At the end of life, we will obtain the beautiful vision of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan, but only when the mercy of Lord Gaura is first received. Gaura Kripa Hale hai. So Gaura Kripa, once we get Gaura Kripa, only then we get the vision of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan at the end of our life. Now we will see so this is a very beautiful bhajan written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and we see that how expert poet he is. In all his, he had done, he was doing so much work as magistrate. He was busy in his grahastha life as well, serving as magistrate, but yet he found he was perfect, even in writing all the sankirtan, all the bhajans. So he did everything very perfectly. So we see the glimpses of that perfectness, that perfection in these bhajans. So he very expertly has written the bhajan in a very poetic manner, and has he has hidden very, very intricate meanings in all these lines. So in the first stanza, as I said before, that there is a huge emphasis in all these bhajans. There's a huge emphasis on dancing. So why is Bhaktivinoda Thakur asking us to dance? There are two there might be two or three reasons. The first reason is that Gaur Nitai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was on this earth, he emphasized on dancing kirtan, and by performing dancing kirtan, he was able. He said that we will be able to receive the love of Radha and Krishna. Now, if we see the different incarnations of Lord in different yugas, we come to know how the Lord how the Lord vanquished adharma, or the asuras. So in Satya Yuga, Lord had to come personally as Varaha Swami, as Narsimha Swami, and he personally killed the demons in the form of Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. Then in Treta Yuga, Lord took help of the Vanaras to kill Ravana, but yet he had come. He took help of the Vanaras. He crossed over the ocean and then killed the Asuric tendencies, the Asura, Ravana and his brothers Kumbhakarna and all those other demons. In Dwapar, as Krishna, Lord, he didn't participate directly in the war, but he made the Pandavas kill the Asuras, the Asuric pravritti in the Kauravas in the entire war. But in Kali Yuga, now in Kali Yuga, the condition of the material world and the living entities is so pathetic that there is no, as we have heard in several other lectures as well, that the Asura is not a separate entity. In Satya Yuga, the Asuric Pravritti or the Asuras, they are in a separate planet. In Treta Yuga, they are on the same planet but in a different dweepa or a different continent. In Dwapar, we have seen that the Asuras are within the same family, but in Kali Yuga, the Asuras are within the same body itself. So, we in the translation, or in the explanation given by Nityanand Prabhu to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on why not to kill Jagai Madai, we see that he is pleading to the Lord that if you take up Sudarshan and if you try to kill all the Asuras, you will have to wipe out the entire earth, because Asuras are everywhere. We have got Asuras, we have got the Asuric Pravritti within ourselves, and that is why we cannot perform like Lord, he is pleading to Lord that that Lord should not perform the same the act of killing the asuras in Kali Yuga. Rather, rather he pleads to the Lord that please give them the prema rasa of Radha Krishna of your name, so that they can win over the asuric pravritti. So here, in one of the lectures, I have heard that why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu emphasized on dancing. So by dancing up and down, and by engaging our mind on the names of Radha and Krishna, Gaur Nitai, in fact, on Gaur Nitai's name, it is very easy to remove all the anarthas and all the aparadhas that we have accumulated over several millions of years. And by doing that, what happens, that asuric pravritti of lording over the material world, it completely vanishes. We become subservient to the guru, we become subservient to the parampara, we become subservient to the Lord, and by doing that, what is happening, we get we get his anurag. So Krishna nama anuraga hobe, so we get the anurag of Radha and Krishna. So in the first line, Bhaktivinoda Thakur could have written that he is writing nachre amar man, he could have written nachre amar tan means body. So here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is trying to tell that dancing need not only be performed by the body. If our body allows, then that is very good. We should be engaging our body in the service of Krishna by dancing up and down in Kali Yuga. How, like, this bag of stool, mucus, urine, blood, and bones. What can we do with this body? This body is completely, what do you say, dirty. So how can we engage our body? So we have to engage our mind, and if our body allows, we should be dancing. So whenever we visit temples, whenever we are within the congregation of devotees where sankirtan is happening, if not for these very energetic steps of jumping up and down, we should just swing here and there. And that we have seen in Prabhupada's step, in the Swami step. Prabhupada has so expertly given us a very simple step. It does not require any much of energy. A able-bodied person can easily swing along the melodious kirtan and can engage the body in the names are Radha and Krishna, Gaur Nitai, and by doing so, we are simply cutting all the aparadh and all the anarthas. But here he is writing man. So that man is for those people or for those persons who are not able to engage their bodies. That means either very small, like very young children, or very old devotees. Very old devotees, they might be feeling that no, we are not able to dance as we used to dance before. So we can just think of Radha and Krishna, and our minds, we can think of Radha and Krishna. We can imagine that yes, we are standing in the congregation with Gaur Nitai, and Gaur Nitai are dancing. So we have seen in the previous bhajan as well, Shri Hari Vasare Hari, that the Sankirtan used to start in the morning and used to end one prahara before the sunrise. And entire day they used to dance. We can just imagine that we are with our Guru, with our Guru Parampara, with Prabhupada, with all the Shada Goswamis standing very far away from Gaur Nitai, and our Guru is asking us to dance, and we are dancing. So just we can imagine that. And even by imagination, the Lord's name, the name of Gaur Nitai is so powerful that just by imagining that we are in that congregation, aparadhas are being cut. So the names of Gaur Nitai is a very compassionate form of Lord, and just by meditating on the names and the form of Gaur Nitai, we are able to achieve success. Next line, एमोन दयाल तो नहीं है मार्क है प्रेम दे. So we have seen that Nityanand Prabhu is even much more merciful. So Nityanand Prabhu here represents Guru Tattva, and I remember a very small incident, a very powerful incident, but a small anecdote with my Guru Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So once there was a devotee, very senior devotee. I think it was in Delhi or Mumbai. That senior devotee had done some aparadha, and had he that devotee had come out from the parampara, and for a few years he was not in ISKCON, and while he was not in ISKCON, that person, that devotee, had done some aparadas, like the four regulatory principles. He had not followed the four regulatory principles, and then he was repenting. So once when he went to meet Maharaj, he went to Maharaj and started crying, saying that, Maharaj, I have done a huge aparadh. I have taken a vow, but yet I had taken a vow, but even though I had taken a vow, I had broken all the vows. I had broken all the four regulative principles, and I am the most wretched soul. So what will be my gati? So Maharaj said that just forget everything what has happened, and Maharaj said that just forget everything and start chanting the names again. All your all your mistakes have been forgiven and forgotten. I have forgiven and forgotten all your messages, all your mistakes, and you can start afresh. And you don't have to think about what you have done previously in the past, because that cannot be changed. We can only see what we can do in the future. So we are seeing the same mood of Nityananda Prabhu in our parampara. In all the gurus, we are seeing the same mood, that the guru knows that in Kali Yuga, if the guru has to punish devotees, he will have to punish everyone, because all of us are doing some mistakes here and there. So Nityananda Prabhu is pleading to Radha and Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that, please don't kill Jagai Madhai. Rather, you still give them the love of God, and it goes via Nityananda Prabhu. So how fortunate are Jagai and Madhai that they are able to receive the love of God from Nityananda Prabhu. Aparadhe dure jabe pabe premadhan. So once all the aparad is removed, we get the premadhan. Now, O name aparadha vichar to nahi hai. But in these names of Chaitanya and Nitai, there is no consideration of offenses. So there is one beautiful verse. I have heard this from Bhakti Ashray Vaishnav Maharaj, that in Kali Yuga, Kali Yuga is, again, the conditions in Kali Yuga are wretched. Every step of our life, there are thousand opportunities for us to do aparad, but yet in Kali Yuga, it's the most easiest yuga to find prem of the to find the prem of Lord for the Lord, because we can just chant and we can receive the prem of Lord. Also in Kali Yuga, Lord has given us a special opportunity that if we think about doing some aparad, if the aparad has yet not materialized in the material world as a tangible offense, if it is still in the mind, it is not considered as aparad. So when it is in the mind, that is not offense. When it is performed, only then it becomes an offense. So we have seen this, that many a times we feel within ourselves that why this is happening, why that devotee is performing such like that, or this devotee is like this devotee is like that. So all that thought process, even though it feels like it's a aparad, but Kali Yuga, Lord has given a special anukampa that till we don't do it, it doesn't become aparad. So that is it's not considered as an aparad. So it's a very beautiful opportunity in Kali Yuga, that we should be very very aware that we should not be first thinking of such things, and we should be constantly engrossed in chanting the names of Gaura and Nitaya. Krishna name ruchi hobe guchibe bandhan. So rather than thinking about all these negative aspects, we rather engross our mind in the names of Krishna, in the names of Gaur Nitai, and by doing so, we are able to cut the bondage of the material world. The third stanza, Krishna name anurag to hobe hai, anayase safala hobe jivera jivan. So anayase, very easily, what happens? Our life becomes successful. Safala hobe jivera jivan. All the living entities lives very easily becomes successful, and the name of Krishna, the attachment to the name of Krishna is attained in this Kali Yuga. Krishna rati vina jivan to miche hai. Without the affection of Krishna, life is simply useless. And we have seen this in our own material world, in our own lives. We have seen this, that before we came into the association of devotees, before we were in ISKCON, what we were doing, like we were just simply wasting our times. We see this in the kirtan written by, in the bhajan written by, written on Prabhupada, Jodi Prabhupada na hoite. So by Jayapataka Maharaj, that if Prabhupada was not there, we see many devotees render their Vyas Puja offerings on the day of Prabhupada's appearance day. And we see that if Prabhupada was not there, if ISKCON was not there, if we didn't have the association of devotees, what we would have been, where we would have been, what we would have been doing. That life would have been a very wretched life for us. So without the affection of Krishna, without the affection of his devotees, the life is simply useless. We will just keep on getting more and more entangled in the Maya, in this Maya, and the life will become very, very wretched. How many lifetimes would have been required for us to receive the mercy of Lord? Now that we have got this opportunity, we should be very, very responsible, that we should not be wasting this opportunity, this golden opportunity, because Prabhupada has also told us that the first 10,000 years of Kali Yuga is the golden period. Especially this Kali Yuga, where Lord has appeared as Gaur Nitai, it is even much more auspicious, because the devotees are still there. Devotion is still being performed, and we have got Sangha. If we had been born sometime later or in some other universe, we are not have got this opportunity of Kali Yuga, of having Gaur Nitai with us. So Krishna Rati Vina Jivan to Miche hai, Vrindavane Radha Shyamir Pabe Darshan, Gaura Kripa Hole hai. So the moment we receive the mercy of Lord Gaurachandra, we at the end of the life we get the opportunity to see the beautiful vision of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan, and by engrossing our mind in the form of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan, at the end of the life we will be able to simply cut the cycle of birth and death, and we would be able to receive the mercy personally from Gaur Nitai in the eternal world. So Hare Krishna, it's a very beautiful bhajan. I would again request all the devotees to sing this bhajan regularly. Uh, and you can also buy the book Gitavali. The book Gitavali is available on Amazon. It's a very wonderful book. There in that book you can also refer to the song Kirtan song 1 and song 3. They are also very wonderful songs. So if anyone has any questions, I'll try to attempt to answer those questions, or else we can end. Hare Krishna. Okay, Mataji. So, Mataji, Aruna Mataji.
Yes,
Thank you,
Prabhuji, Hare
Prabhuji, for
Krishna.
so wonderful
Hare Krishna.
explanation of this
Great.
bhajan. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Melodious singing, wonderful explanation. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Mataji, I will take your leave. I have to go to the office now. Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।